Hi, ESOL students. This is Donna, the tutor. I want to practice perfect verb tenses with you today. So with the perfect verb tenses, there are three parts: the present, the past, and the future. We'll focus on the present and the past uh, because those are more likely to be used in your everyday conversation. The future perfect is used, and I'll briefly go over it, but it's used more in more advanced situations. So with the present perfect, we use that for two um, different conditions. The first is repetitive or constant actions that began in the past and continue to the present. So I have loved cats since I was a child. So the since I was a child is the past condition that moves through I have loved cats. I still love cats. So it's a present perfect condition. The other condition is an action that happened at an unknown or unspecific time in the past. So this is a past that happened before the present. The other big question that many students ask is, when do I use which helping verb do I use rather? Have or has? So this chart might help it simplify it for you. I use have with first and second singular and first and second and third plural. I have, you have, we have, you have again, and they have. I use has with the third person singular. He has, she has, or it has. So the other parts of my chart here show you a regular tense verb and an irregular tense verb. But both of these are participles. I have walked for several miles. I have ridden my bike for several miles, and so forth. Now, the past perfect, the, the conditions that I would use the past perfect would be a past that happened before the past. That's one way you can think of it. You can also think of it as an action that began before another time in the past. For example, she had just crossed the road when the runaway car ran into the building. She had just had is my helping verb. Just is a adjective that describes the immediacy. Crossed is my participle verb. The street, when the runaway car crashed into the building. So crashed into the building, that's the simple past tense portion of that sentence. But the good news is that helping verb is always had for all of the tenses: first, second, and third singular, first, second, and third plural. And again, I use the same regular and irregular participles here, verb participles. Now, the future perfect, I want to describe some kind of action that happened before the future, which it might be a little hard for us to think about it, but we want to describe something that we know will likely occur um, by the end of a certain future date. So, for instance, by June, I will have already finished school. So, June is in the future. Another way to think of it is I will have walked for several miles by the end of this month. I will have ridden my bike for several miles by the end of the month. But the good news again with this tense is that the helping verb will always be have. I don't have to choose between has or have. And my future tense is indicated with will. So I have questions that we could ask each other, or you can ask a partner for practice. But I'll show you those in another video. Thank you.